Brown and Taylor. And for the Jazz, Williams, Hendricks, Filipowski, Kinsey, and Collier. And speaking of Collier, let's take a little closer look at him. What do you think about how he's been doing so far, Brendan?
Well, I think Collier's somebody that, when you look at this, was a highly recruited kid coming out of high school, went to USC, didn't quite have the year that some thought he would, but he's a strong downhill driver. You see that strong frame. Even though he's a young man, he is well put together. And when he gets downhill, he really bumps off defenders well and finishes. Right now, he thrives getting downhill and in transition.
This is interesting. We talked about the semifinals right at the top. We showed you those top 5 teams that have yet to lose a game. The Clippers, one of those at 3-0. So this game is of significance to them because, Brendan, if they can win this game, they increase their chances. Doesn't mean they're in, but they definitely have an opportunity to be one of the last 4 teams standing. Clippers with the first possession.
Listen, Clippers know what's at stake right here, so they're definitely going to be trying to get it done. And nice drive right there, just couldn't get the finish.
Kobe Brown takes it in. For the Clippers on the bench, Dante Jones, very familiar name, especially to ACC fans. I'm gonna have a good time with you today, Brendan.
Where'd he go to school? I don't know where Dante Jones went to school.
You're not acknowledging him?
I have no idea. As we see, three-ball corner pocket.
Taylor Hendricks scores for the Jazz. One of their lottery picks from a season ago.
Yeah, Hendricks is somebody that has big-time talent. He's a young man just trying to find his way in this league.
Kobe Brown puts it on the floor again. This time he kicks it out. Jordan Miller with the hook, no good. But the putback is good. That's Terry Taylor, the forward. One of the elder statesmen, if you will, undrafted from the 2021 class. Elder statesman in Summer League.
Yeah, definitely. You see Hendricks right there struggling a little bit with the handle, and Collier missed that one badly, and that's going to be something that he's going to have to knock down at this level.
Yes, and because he did not hit anything, shot clock violation. Oh, here we are.
There we go.
Dante Jones, Clippers Summer League head coach.
Yes, indeed. Dante still he's in some good shape. They might be able to give him a uniform and get out there and give him a couple buckets.
I'm sure. Don't tempt him. I'm sure he'd like to.
Yes. Ultimate competitor. That guy was always playing hard, always got the most out of his talent.
See some pressure. Jazz picking up high. Taylor, three-point attempt is no good off the back of the rim. Clippers with another opportunity here. Miller drops it off.
Great pass right there by Miller. Miller coming in with that big reputation of scoring the basketball the way he has in the Summer League. Could have easily forced that one up. I'm glad he made the extra pass. Got Brown the basket easily underneath.
Kobe Brown putting in some work in the paint early on. Filipowski with the spin-off. Turns it over, though, out of bounds.
Yeah, and it was a really good move right there by Filipowski. He just didn't identify where the help side was right there. The strong side corner man helped off. Easy turnover.
And we're looking at Sean Sheldon, the Jazz Summer League head coach. You know, the Jazz, they have been an interesting team over the last year. Summer League aside, a lot of storylines to follow. Crowd wanted a turnover.
Yeah, won't get it.
Kobe Brown from the corner, it's no good, but again, another opportunity, and Taylor gets the putback.
Taylor's been active early on. And that's the thing about Summer League. If you're just active, sometimes you can just be in the right spot and things will go your way. But it starts with your energy and effort.
And I think that's so important because a lot of these guys are trying to get a job. You're not going to all score 40 points a night.
Yeah, sometimes it's about what else can you do. A lot of guys think it's all about the points and getting buckets, but coaches see who rebounds, who gets back in transition, who's the guy that they think can do the little things that can help them, whether it be a training camp setting and getting an invite or whether it's making the actual rotation.
Right. Isaiah Collier gets fouled. Let's take a look on the other end, that putback we were talking about.
You see right there, Taylor fighting inside, Filipowski leaking out a little bit. Hey, big fella, get in there. You got to get in there and do the dirty work first, secure the rebound before you can get out in transition.
The little things.
Yeah, it's the little things that count.
Collier's first free throw is good. He got fouled and couldn't convert, so he's got 2 here. Collier makes both. Dennis, what you got on Collier?
Well, one thing about Isaiah Collier, he's a hard worker. I've been knowing the young man since the 8th grade. His dad's from D.C., played in the Capital Classic pre-lane game the same year I did. So I've been knowing the family a long time. And B. Wood, you hit it right on the head. Right. He has to get the jump shot right. He can get to the cup. He plays good defense. He shares the basketball. The reason he dropped to, 28, 29, because he cannot shoot the ball consistently right now.
Let me ask you a question, 3D. Could he shoot it consistently, though, in high school?
No, he's always getting to the cup. You know, he's been this big and this strong since the 8th grade. So he's been able to get to the basket, even from the free throw line. As a point guard, we always want your point guard to shoot in the high 70s, low 80s, if you will, because the ball's going to be in his hands, late game situation. Love that shot right there, right on cue, shot the ball with confidence. Can he do that when the regular season get here, B. Wood?
I think he can add to his game. I've seen a lot of guys coming to the NBA that weren't known as shooters, and by the time they get 2-3 years in, they're knocking down jumpers at an elite level. One thing about the league is you're going to have a lot of time to work on your skill set, and if you put that time to good use, you can work on all your weaknesses.
Such a good point. But that's what separates the good from the great ones, right? Because everyone doesn't take advantage of that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you're going to have the opportunity. There's a lot of hours in the day. If you take 2 or 3 and just work on that jumper, you'll be surprised how good you can get.
Kyle Filipowski takes it in. Shot was blocked, so they retain possession here under the basket. Davion Kinsey with the inbound. Collier with the ball again. He's sizing up the defense.
No bully ball right there.
Taylor Hendricks turnaround jumper. No good. Clippers with the rebound. Kobe Brown fires from 3.
He can hit that. I called a couple of his games in college. That young man has an incredible skill set. He can push on the floor. He can knock down jumpers as well.
Collier stops pops, but it's no good. Clippers out and going. Dennis thought about it, and he goes back and turnover.
Yeah, not great execution. In Summer League, sometimes you're going to see some of these games get a little ragtag. Execution is not going to be the greatest. These guys haven't had a lot of time together. They're putting the offense together on the fly. So just the team that can hustle the most and not turn the ball over, a lot of times that'll be good enough to get the win.
Filipowski looking to get the turnaround jumper. We're going to send you on a quick break. 7-6 is the score early on. Jazz up.
He opted into the contract, and with this move, they're basically saying, hey, we didn't really think that was a fit. So I thought that was an interesting aspect, but that also opens up some minutes. There's a lot more minutes and shots available now on this Clippers team with Westbrook no longer there, and obviously Paul George is left as well. And got to see where this Clippers team is. They were contending for so long, or at least trying to contend, but the injuries just held them down, and they were never able to really get over the hump and be what they were supposed to be when Paul George and Kawhi Leonard came together.
We never really got to see it come to fruition.
Yeah, and Kawhi's not healthy now. He didn't finish this year in the playoffs, and didn't even finish for Team USA. So it's going to the Clippers are in a really interesting spot with where they're going with their team right now, because it seems like they're kind of stuck in the middle.
Jazz with the rebound. And what about in terms of the Jazz perspective for that trade we talked about?
Well, for the Jazz, it was strictly a salary dump. So they... And we're going back to the Clippers now. So, now you see Mann, Jones Jr., Leonard, Zubac, James Harden. I think this is going to be a very competitive starting 5. Going to have some questions about what this team's going to look like on nights where Kawhi doesn't play. And also going to have to see, hey, man, who's going to bring that energy off the bench that Westbrook did do that. That's one thing that he came in there. Sometimes he would just change the tempo and the style and the play and the pace of the game just the way he came in there and got up and down.
Instantly, he would do that. Hendricks with the attempt.
Got to get that one down, big fella. And then it's interesting to me that Westbrook is going to sign, as we see the replay right here, Hendricks cutting to the basket, nice spin move, everything but the finish. But getting back to Westbrook, Westbrook signing with Denver, I think he can help that second unit, but I'm still wondering where is Denver going to get the shooting from? Because they've lost a lot of shooting over the last 2 years. When you talk about Jeff Green, Bruce Brown, they just lost KCP. They've lost a lot of guys that were 3-and-D guys, and they haven't replaced those guys. And we all know those type of players help you win championships.
Right. Certainly, especially when you have a player like Jokic that commands a double team.
Yeah.
You know you're going to get open shots.
Yeah, and when you get into the playoffs, and if you watch Denver this year in the playoffs, when it was time, whether it was Peyton Watson or whether it was Christian Brown, teams weren't guarding those guys.
Right.
And that made life so much harder on Joker. It made life so much harder on Jamal Murray. If you don't replace the shooting that you lose, when the playoffs come around, teams will guard your stars in very, very closely, and it'll be hard for them to get their points.
Game plans change.
Ooh.
Turnover by the
Big
Clippers.
fella on the break. Hey, that's why they don't want the big fellas leading the break.
Kenny Lofton Jr., though, he's got handles.
Yeah,
I've seen him.
He's got handles, but you still don't want your big man leading the fast break.
Yeah, not in traffic.
In that situation, give it up to get it back.
I like that. Is that your new rap solo coming out? Give it up to get it back.
I am way too old for a rap career, okay? What are you doing right now?
Sound like you're about to spit some bars after that.
Nah, man. I'll leave the rapping to Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
8-6 is your score. Jazz up by 2, 3:35 left in this first quarter. Remember, Summer League rules in effect, so shorter quarters here. Kenny Lofton Jr. with the rebound.
Yeah, this game's been a little bit sloppy, been a little ragtag.
Collier in transition.
That's what he does. That's where he thrives. Gets out in transition, gets downhill. He's a one-man fast break. That's the skill that he brings to the NBA right away. He's going to be able to do that from day one.
7-0 run by Utah. Opportunity to extend that run. Kenny Lofton Jr. again.
Yeah, great rebound by Lofton.
Kick out to Lofton Jr. He can do that. He can knock down that three.
Oh, yeah. He's shown that ability.
Clippers with another opportunity. Oh, they're staying. Utah up 10-6.
And right here, Utah getting it done in transition, getting it up to Mr. Collier. You know Collier knows how to finish buckets.
Gerda Gatling and Genesis Perriman. They're doing an excellent job so far.
Yes, indeed.
I remember when we had the first one. Remember Violet?
Yes.
I was coaching in the G League.
Violet Palmer.
Yes.
Violet was a great rep.
She really was.
I like Violet.
She didn't take anything.
She really did.
Oh, speaking of not taking anything, Kenny Lofton Jr.
That's how you take it from right there.
And there you go. That's exactly what you talked about, Brendan. Give it up to get it back.
Yes, and Lofton does have the ability to put it down on the floor in those type of situations. And we see a three-ball finally fall.
And that was perfect. Max Asmus. 10-0 run, by the way. Harkless with the turnaround jumper stops the run.
That was a tough contested jump shot. And there on the other end, you got Armando Bacot, UNC legend. That's right, I said UNC legend.
That's why I laid out.
That's
I wanted
right.
you to do it. I knew
Getting
you
it done.
would.
Getting it done. Had a long career at North Carolina and illustrious.
5 seasons.
Yes.
So yes, that is a long career. But not these days. People get COVID years. Some people 7 years.
They're making a lot of money in school, so sometimes guys are just staying for the extra bread.
Don't blame them.
Armando said I think he said he made like $2 million while he was in school.
What?
Hey man, I need a time machine, don't I?
My goodness. That is a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money at that age. Yes.
At any age. This is the first free throw Harkless does. Summer League action continues tomorrow in Las Vegas, right here on NBA TV, also on ESPN and ESPN the app. Mavericks Celtics at 4:30, Knicks Pistons at 7 on ESPN, Sixers Spurs at 8:30 on NBA TV, and Trailblazers Hornets at 11 on ESPN.
Man, could you imagine having like $2 million and being like A junior in college?
No, I can't imagine.
Oh, man.
If I would have had $200 as a junior in college, I'd have been living large.
Man, my swag would have been incredible. You wouldn't have been able to tell me nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. A lot of kudos to these young people because they have their heads on straight.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what I would have been doing with $2 million.
Man, I'm not sure what I wouldn't have
Likely
been doing.
not in the country.
I'm not sure what I wouldn't have been doing with $2 million at that age.
Dennis Scott, what would you have been doing with $2 million?
Some of us early risers might say, wait a minute, Mom, I can take care of you now, and by staying in school, I don't have to leave early for hardship. What are you talking about, B. Wood?
And 3D, you guys, I remember, listen, man, Lethal Weapon 3,
Oh,
you guys were so marketable. You, Brian Oliver, Kenny Anderson, y'all would have been so paid.
Oh, my goodness, give me my money now, please.
Yes.
Man, can we get reparations?
Can you?
Can we? Let's talk about it after the game. Let's talk about it, call the right people.
We should look into that. I'll represent you, Dennis.
There you go.
Those were the good old days. Baycott with the attempt. That's no good. Clippers, they get the ball out, and they are trying to run, Brendan. They're trying to get the transition buckets.
Well, yeah, that's because the Clippers are shooting 28% from the floor right now, so they're figuring they got to get out in transition and get some easy ones because in the half court, they have been on the struggle bus.
And also, the Jazz are just bigger.
Yeah.
Significantly.
And when you're playing against a bigger team, you want to get out in transition, score some buckets before they can get settled down and see if you can get it done that way. Ooh, nice move by Lofton.
Lofton Jr.
The big fella's nimble.
Light on his feet. Uh-oh. Tried to get it up off the glass. That was no good, but clearly the foul was called.
Yeah, and that's a nice drive by Amari Bailey. And understanding he had Kenny Lofton on him, attacked that matchup right away, he attacked his feet, got right to the free throw line.
Amari Bailey was the Pac-12 all-freshman team member.
And Bailey was somebody like, when I watched his game at UCLA, I really like what he was able to put on display. He's always been a big-time athlete. Played with Bronny James in high school at Sierra Canyon. I'm surprised that he didn't stick with the Charlotte Hornets a little bit longer. I know they drafted him. Because I just thought that he's somebody that, you know, he has that prototypical size and get downhill. Has to add a jumper, but a lot of young players at his age have to work on something.
Right.
And so I felt that he would get a little bit more leeway in Charlotte, but now he's getting an opportunity for the Clippers.
Jazz up 19-10. Couple more possessions here before this quarter ends. About a 10-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock as the Clippers work the ball around.
And it's been a really, really rough possession for the Clippers. It ends up working out with a three, but that's a tough way to live.
That's the first three that they've made. They were 0 for 7 from behind the arc before that bucket. 3 seconds left in this quarter. Jazz up 19-13 as the first quarter comes to an end. NBA Summer League is in full effect. Taylor Hendricks getting it.
Here with Terry Taylor. Terry, take us through what you saw in the post. He got you get off to a good start.
I know it was going to be undersized, so I had to come in and use my speed and my strength in my lower body to wedge people underneath to get offensive rebounds and just be able to communicate and just help box out.
How huge was you guys to get those last two stops to kind of close out the quarter for momentum?
It was very huge. You know, we were down, I'm pretty sure 8-17, you know what I'm saying? We come in, we get them 2 stops, we get a big 3 by Ray J, and, you know, that just jump-starts our defense. If we just box out and just clean up the communication a little bit, we'll be fine.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Dennis. Lots of rebounds here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
Nice.
goodness.
Hey.
And the foul. That was Max Asmus with the take.
Yeah, Asmus with the real quick drive. Real quick, got that on the glass before the defense could recover. You see the drive right here. He understands he's going to get some contact. Quick scoop, get it right on the glass, and one.
It's a good start for the Jazz. Multiple opportunities to score in that one possession, and they converted.
When you're the Jazz, you have that height advantage. So, listen, you have to get on the offensive glass. They did that the last possession.
Brown pounding it. Gets to the cup, but it's no good. Now the Jazz trying to run. Naismith trying to turn the corner.
He had it right there, but Brown recovered and was able to get a hand on that ball to force the baseline out of bounds.
Naismith went undrafted this past draft, 2024, but he was the Summit League Player of the Year twice.
Oh.
It's a good cut to the basket by Filipowski. Got fouled from behind.
Yeah. Filipowski and Brown, you can't really see it off the screen. They kind of got caught up a little bit of physical entanglement. And then Brown seemed like he didn't appreciate it and gave him a hard foul on the way in.
Happens.
Yeah, Summer League.
Yeah, you get 10 fouls, by the way.
10?
So, yes.
Oh, wow.
So he
you fell out in
some
Summer League, you got to be a hack there.
For sure.
Yes.
And the sad thing is the rule was put in place because it was needed.
Man, guys are going over the limit, huh?
That's right.
I wonder who the last guy to foul out of a Summer League game was. Who was the first? That needs to be the question. Who was the first person to foul out of an NBA Summer League?
With the 10 fouls in place?
With the 10 fouls
Yeah, that's
in place.
a great question.
Like,
Sure,
if you rack up 10 fouls, that's a lot of hacking.
Especially because let's not forget the game is short.
Yeah, it's not.
10-minute quarters.
Yeah, it's a shorter game. 10 fouls. If you foul out of a Summer League game, man, what are you on? Right? What are you really doing? Speaking of what are you doing, Kobe Brown with the pass to no one in particular.
We have some information for you here.
Okay.
5 guys have fouled out at Summer League.
Okay, who? DeMarcus Cousins?
Top of the list.
Andrew Bogut?
Yeah.
Greg Oden? Don Maker?
Yes, I
And
believe
who's the
that.
last one?
Let's see.
Diamond Stone.
Diamond Stone.
Oh, Diamond Stone. I thought Diamond Stone was going to be cold. I'm not going to lie, I did.
Yeah. Jazz up 24-15. Good ball movement there. Bacot tried to roll. He had the advantage over Harkless, but could not hold on to it.
That's the thing. You got to be aggressive with that ball. When you get it, you have to protect it. Can't hold the rock like a loaf of bread. Those guards will be greedy in the NBA. They're always reaching, smacking at your hands. Trying to knock it out of there. I've dislocated several fingers like that.
Have you?
Yeah, man, look at my left hand.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty,
Yeah, man.
pretty bad.
All those guards up there, you said pretty bad. You don't have to say it like that. You don't have to agree with me. But, man, my hand has been through some trauma, man. All those guys smacking and hacking down on my hand.
That's what happens when you're a 7-footer. Dennis, I know you don't have that problem as a shooter.
No, there's nothing wrong with my fingers.
Man.
But I was one of those guys going down low with the big guys and say, oh, who you pointing at, B. Wood?
Hey, man, leave my pinky
He's
alone.
pointing at everybody,
Pointing at everybody.
at once.
Yeah, leave my pinky and my ring finger alone. It's bad over here.
Oh, man.
Oh, goodness. Harkless with the attempt. That's good. I love this. Picking up full court in Summer League. Let's go, Clippers.
If you call you got to take that challenge. Get him off you. He's gonna pick you up full court, and that's
There
why you
it
pick
is.
him up. And that's you see Harkless bringing that energy.
Yep.
Turn the tempo of the game. Dante Jones loving it. This is how you make a team. It's not all about the points. You know what? I'm gonna pick you up full court, make life hard on you, force you to turn it over.
5th turnover. Foul was called before the pass. But you're right, Brendan. That is how you make the team.
Yes.
They're not looking for somebody to score 40 a night. They have that guy already.
I have seen so many guys come into Summer League and drop like 20 a game, and people are like, oh my goodness. And then there's a guy that's only scoring maybe 4 or 5, but he's doing all the right things. That's the guy that turns into the like 10-year NBA
That's
pro.
right.
The other guy doesn't even play 10 games.
That's something. Dennis for 3. It's good. We got a 4-point game here.
And Harkless is harassing Collier.
Uh-oh, here we go. Look there, I love it. Neither one of them is backing down. Officials are like, not today, gentlemen, and a technical foul. She did warn them. She said to back up. And she just said, we're not doing that today.
Who got the technical?
I don't know. It's a great question.
It's a double.
Double technical foul. Collier.
You see right here.
That one bump and another one. There we go. Oh, an extension of the arms. You better watch it.
Yeah, I mean, but I like the officials jumping in and taking control of the game because you don't want things to spiral out of control. Next thing you know, it could go somewhere that we really don't want it to go.
No.
So I like the fact you see it's getting physical. Tempers are starting to flare. Give everybody a double tech and let them know to cut out the fools.
Right, and she warned them too. She didn't just come out firing, so. Monty McCutcheon would be very proud.
Yes, Monty definitely would be. Is he here? I know he's probably
I saw him
somewhere.
earlier.
If he's here, he's going to be somewhere well-dressed, too.
Oh, Dennis Scott is saying he is here. Dennis, did you talk to him earlier?
No, Monty's been here all week.
Okay.
Monty's been here all week. All the old school referees, B. Woods. Now they're being nice to us because we're retired now.
And you know what, Dennis? They're probably saying the same thing.
Exactly.
You're being nice to them now.
Yes, I'm being nice and new. That was a foul. Make sure you call it. I got hit on the wrist. I don't shoot air balls.
That's right. That's right. Monty McCutcheon is, of course, the head of the NBA officials, and I don't want to butcher his title because it's a long one, because he is very important. He is executive-level executive for the NBA. So Dennis reporting that he's been here all week. I did see him make an appearance on television, and I figured he would be. They have a very extensive program with their NBA officials, how they have a pipeline that they're working towards getting new ones, a new batch.
I tell you what, I like what Harkless is doing. The defense, he just scored another layup. Now we see the Clippers with an aggressive trap. Hello. But that's how you beat pressure. Mondo Baycott coming right down the lane.
Dennis.
Hey, B. Wood, Joey Crawford just walked past me and said he's fouling. He's not fouling over here since we're talking about referee. He just walking by. See him?
Man, I do see Joey over there, man.
Isn't that B. Wood still over there fouling down?
No, man, I never fouled nobody my whole career.
I love it.
But look at this trap right here. I love Baycott's awareness. Gets it, gets right downhill, and then takes it right through the defender's chest. Might have been an and one. Huh.
I heard it. Miller shooting 2 free throws.
And that's how you beat pressure. The team's going to get out there, get aggressive. They want to come out of a trap, get that ball out of there really quickly, get downhill. You want to attack them at the rim or at the three-point line. Figure out a way to get an easy shot. Do that a couple times, they'll stop tracking.
Didn't look easy, though. But I know what you meant.
The finish looked easy.
Free throw is good. Jazz up 28-24.
See, and that right there, and that's the next step for Collier. He had him on the first move, but he didn't trust the jump shot. And when he starts trusting that jump shot, as we see, some excellent ball movement by the Clippers. When Collier starts trusting that jump shot consistently, he's going to be big time in this league.
That last play was Moussa Diabate. Let's see it again.
And you see right here the Clippers running in transition. Moussa Diabate running right to the rim. And he's rewarded.
NBA 2K25 Summer League in Las Vegas. We are in the pavilion. Jazz up by 2 now, 28-26 over the Clippers. Asmus kicks it out. Swinging around. That bucket is no good by Kenny Lofton Jr., but the Clippers out and running, Brendan. Oh, near turnover.
Great extra pass right there. Pass up a good shot to get a great one. Still couldn't knock it down, though. And now Collier in transition.
Another turnover. Hudgens to Miller. And Diabate ends up with the bucket.
That's the second transition bucket in a row for Diabate. Like I said, if you're a big fella, if you're just running the court hard, good things can happen for you out there.
Clippers on a 15-4 run. It's tied now at 28.
And with the Clippers, it's been all about their energy and effort. It hasn't been a clean game. It hasn't been a smooth game offensively. We see Jordan Miller score right there. But they have really upped their level of physicality and attention to detail defensively, and they have taken control of this ball game.
defense.
Quest. It's basically cheating.
Welcome back to Las Vegas. We got a two-shot for you, a treat. We are in the pavilion, which is on the left. On the right, we're showing you Thomas and Mack Center. Lakers 82, Cleveland 84 in the fourth quarter in that game, Brendan.
All right. Bronny James got a quick 8 points this game.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's coming alive.
He's starting to play better the last 2 games. It's been, the first 3 were a little rough, but he's played better the last 2.
And listen, that's not totally unexpected for a rookie. I mean, this is a different level. There's going to always be a transition period.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And we've seen some really, really great players come to Summer League and not play at a high level and go on to have stellar careers.
Yep. LA is making it happen with their defense now. They're up 2, Brendan. Utah led 24-13 in the second. LA 17-4 run since that point. Miller tried to extend that. Diabate!
Wow.
With the putback.
Diabate detonating underneath the basket.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, man, I like what he's putting down out there.
It's the extra efforts. Let's get another look at Diabate.
You see Diabate right here just carving out space, doing his work before the shot goes up, and then he just goes up and bang. Grown man, James.
I mean, seriously, and look, you talked about Dante Jones at the start of this game and his energy and effort, and he is exuding that on the sideline as a coach, and his players are buying it.
Yes, when you're a coach and your whole game when you were a player was about energy and effort, you expect the same thing from your guys. And I have a lot of coaches that say, listen, I won't coach makes and misses, but I feel like I have to coach effort.
Right.
Like if I have to coach your effort, you got to come sit beside me. If you make it or miss it, I'll leave you out there. But if I have to coach your effort, come on, come sit down.
Hudgens with the 3. Clippers trying to create some separation here. They're at 35-28.
Man, it's been a big-time run for the Clippers. They were down big early, but they have taken control of this game.
Collier looking around. Filipowski, he likes to turn his back to the basket with that spin move.
Oh, I missed Filipowski inside.
Head fake. Kenny Lofton Jr.'s bucket is no good, but they get another chance at it. Williams with the 3, that's no good, but it goes in. The 3-pointer is good. Ends a 13-0 run.
If you're the Clippers, stay with this ball movement. Don't get too stagnant, and just like that, they turn it over.
Yep. Filipowski, double spin move.
That big fella's doing a little bit too much out there. A little bit too much.
Diabate says not today, but they call goaltender.
Filipowski has a lot of talent, But from watching him at Duke and watching him so far in Summer League, he has to know how to harness his talent and when to use it. He's been a little bit wild out here. Ends up getting called for the goaltender right there, but he's been a little bit wild, has to take his time, settle in. He has everything offensively. He just has to settle in, understand when to use it, and play with confidence at all times.
Sounds like a good recipe.
Oh, great drive, but barely even know that block.
Josh Bannon with the offensive rebound. He gets fouled underneath for the Clippers. Cody Williams called for the foul. Josh Bannon from Australia. Played his college basketball here in the States for Montana, went undrafted in 2024. He entered his name in the draft in 23, remember, but then withdrew that. Back in the draft in 24, went undrafted, but played over in Brisbane for the Bullets, trying to work his way to the NBA.
It just takes one team to like you. You know, that's all it takes. Get out there in Summer League and play your strengths and show somebody why you should get a training camp invite. I've seen plenty of guys wow in the Summer League. One that comes to mind, Seth Curry. Remember when Seth Curry had that great Summer League run, and the next thing you know, it just spiraled into him getting a contract and been in the NBA ever since.
Snowballed.
Yes.
Great example. Great box out by Brown.
Great
and then
defense by Collier.
Yes. By himself, Collier. Tried for the alley-oop, but defense got there in time. Still able to convert. Miller with the bucket.
And Miller been having himself quite a summer league, averaging 27 points a game in the summer league if you haven't been watching. So him scoring the basketball has been something he's been doing on a nightly basis out here in Vegas.
Has been impressive. Collier attacking. Foul is called, so he'll get to the free throw line.
I really like Collier.
Me too.
I really like Collier. I like the way he gets downhill. He's very decisive. And the thing is, I know what he doesn't do well, and that's shooting. And I just feel like as time goes by, he can develop that jumper. Because if he can develop that jumper, he's so big and strong, puts so much pressure on the rim. I think the Utah Jazz is going to really like what he brings to the table.
First free throw is good. Some mass substitutions here for this last little, just under 2-minute stretch, 1:53 to go before halftime. Kenny Lofton Jr. and Kyle Filipowski getting a little break. Free throw is good. Jazz 37, Clippers 38. Brown with the spin move, gets in the gut, draws the foul.
That's what Brown does. He is aggressive. Every time he gets the ball, he is looking to press the action.
Second foul for Cody Williams. Kobe Brown played 44 games with the Clippers during the regular season. First round pick at the 2023 draft. Collier getting a break here, substitution. Extend that halftime break. Brown knocks down the free throw. 2-point game here, 1:40 to go before the half.
Right now, it's important for both of these teams to close the half out right. I've seen so many times the game is really, really close, and that last 1 to 2 minutes right before halftime, one team lets go of the rope, and next thing you know, a 2-point game turns into 8 or 9.
Williams to the rack.
That's tough right there. Williams extending and going high off the glass.
No look pass. Miller knocks it down.
Like I said, if you don't know, now you know. Miller has been scoring that ball quite easily in Vegas, and you see why. The great touch on the floater, the lefty.
1 minute to go. Bacot used his dribble. Clippers ball.
You see right here, Cody Williams, crossover, then the extension, sees the weak side defender coming in, extends the ball out, throws it high off the glass. That's a very tough shot, but he made it look really easy.
There's Miller again. Oh, they call the travel.
Yeah. One too many steps on that Euro step.
36 seconds left in this quarter. A. Smith will shoot 2. Misses the first one.
The Clippers have been leaving some points at the free throw line today.
Makes the second one. A little over 10-second differential here.
I was going to see if they're going to get a 2-for-1 up. Oh,
They might be
Smitty!
trying.
Smitty! Hey, listen, I got to call my guy Steve Smith. They're pulling out the Smitty out here in Summer League. Real smooth and deceptive. I like it.
Ray J. Dennis with the drive. Six seconds left. Hendricks fires. It's no good. No shot attempt. Three-point game now. Clippers went ahead 43-40 over the Jazz. A lot of back and forth, Brendan. You talked about a little sloppy play earlier on turnovers. They seem to be glue guys, chemistry guys, defensive stoppers, somebody who can supplement what they already have on their roster.
And that's what you have to understand in Summer League is, hey, man, it's not about did I get my numbers? It's about did I impact winning?
Right. That's exactly right. Second half underway. We have a three-point game. Let's see who can pull away, if anybody. I'm not going to say it, but everybody knows what happened the game before.
Hello. I see Cody Williams right there knocking down the three. I'd like to see him get more aggressive in the second half. Look for his shot a little bit more.
Tied ball game at 43. Clippers got out and ran in transition a lot in the first half. Let's see what they do this second half. Christie fires, misses badly from three. Oh, look who's running now. Isaiah Collier with the bucket.
Feeling good about himself, got that bounce in his step. That's what he does. Pressing the tempo, scoring before the defense is set. Saw a nice finish with the left hand.
And that is a valuable skill in itself when you're able to create your own scoring opportunities. Collier's the only player in double figures.
Like I said, the transition is where he really feels the most comfortable. We see him right here with the aggressive defense. I like it.
Look at this. Waiting for his teammates to fill the lanes. Turns it over, unfortunately.
But I can live with that turnover. It's a turnover built on aggression. It's a young player making a play. He got the steal, trying to get a foul right there. It didn't work out for him, but I can live with those type of turnovers if I'm a coach for the Utah Jazz.
And that was a bonus possession, right? Because he got the original steal. Kobe Brown puts it on the deck. He gets fouled by Collier. Sean Sheldon, the head coach for the Utah Jazz in the Summer League. Kobe Brown knocks down the free throw.
All net. Kobe Brown is somebody to me that I think that there's an opportunity for him this year. Like I said, we talked about Paul George not being there, and obviously no Russell Westbrook, and he's not going to take on that type of load for this team. But there are some minutes available, and he's the type of athletic hybrid type of forward that can find a way on the court, find his way on the court.
He's shown us a lot already just in this one game.
Yeah, very aggressive minded. Understands how to drive gaps well. Can really make that nice secondary pass in the half court.
Six on the shot clock.
That's what I'm talking about right there. He really understands how to drive gaps. When you have to close out to him very, I won't say closely, but you have to be very cautious when you close out to him because he understands how to drive those gaps and he will be by you really, really quickly.
Yes, he took advantage of that ball reversal. That's the best time to drive. Defense is weak. Rotating over.
In that situation right there, Collier has to read that a little bit better. Filipowski had the guard on him, and Collier drove right into it. In that situation, you want to back that out. Tell your big fella to post up, throw it to him, and then mouse in the house, let him do his business. But it starts with that lead guard understanding the situation. That's what we talk about basketball IQ.
Side out again. They're going to reset the shot clock. They get a redo now.
Yeah, let's see what the Jazz have drawn up. Always love to see what the ATOs after timeout plays look like.
10 on the shot clock. Filipowski, the ball at the top of the key. Looking for a dribble handoff. Hendricks kicks it out to Filipowski. Misses off the glass. Clippers out and running. Dennis with the bucket. Again, Collier attacking.
If you let him get to the basket, it's going to be a long game. Because that's where he feels like he's at his best.
Near turnover, Clippers able to maintain possession. Dennis goes in, no good off the glass. Filipowski with a one-handed rebound.
Good rebound right there by Filipowski.
Collier attacking again with the left.
Why not? It's been working for him.
Kicks it out. Filipowski can't get it to fall.
That's the shot he's going to have to hit in the league.
Yeah.
If he's going to stick in this league, it's going to have to be at the stretch five. And Jordan Miller with a nice take right there. I mean, he just addressed Filipowski on the perimeter and then slowed down the tempo and got the end one.
I mean, he shifted down, didn't he, for that one?
Man, yes. Look at this right here. You're going to see Filipowski miss the shot. Oh, this is going to be the nice dunk by Hendricks. I mean, by Dennis.
Miller, though, showing his change of speed.
Yeah, Miller, I mean, he's just one of those guys that he just slows it down. It's almost like he's just got another gear to him, but it's not a fast gear.
Right.
It's like he
downshifted.
Yeah, he downshifts. Look, most of the time you talk about guys going from slow to fast. He'll go from fast to slow, and it just seems to work for him. And it looks like Utah is coming out a little bit of a zone defense right here.
Taylor bringing it up. Passes off to Christie for the three. That's good.
And they're going right back to it. That's what normally happens. When you come out of that, when you run that zone and it works, you come right back to it. You stay in that zone until they solve it. Utah's going to have to get some good ball movement and figure it out.
Filipowski with a turnaround jumper.
That's what I'm talking about, the skill set. He has everything offensively. He just has to understand how to use it. I love what he did right there. Slowed it down, got right to his nice little fadeaway jumper, made that look easy.
Kobe Brown again.
Speaking of making things look easy, Kobe Brown just driving to the basket whenever he wants to.
Slithered his way between defenders. Deflection, but it goes right to Williams. Can't let it drop. Miller can't convert.
Not that time for Miller.
And guess who?
It's that guy.
Isaiah Collier.
It's that guy having himself a ball game.
Kobe Brown from the top of the key. Misses. Jazz off to the races. Ooh. Williams with the in and out.
Nice in and out by Williams. I like that one. And that's what he has to do more of. Be aggressive. Look for his shot.
Jump ball call, because as you put it so eloquently, the little guards like to go in there and snatch the loaf of bread. Filipowski, turnaround jumper.
Filipowski with turnaround jumper, and we see what can Brown do for you? Whether it's been getting it done, getting to the basket, slowing it down, the Euro steps, the feathery touch, and he's a guy that can live in the mid-range. A lot of guys want to just shoot a bunch of threes. He does a lot of his damage in between that 15 to 17-foot range, and I love it.
Well, he certainly has been productive and efficient in most instances.
I mean, shooting 55% from the field and 57% from three in the summer league.
Who does that?
Nobody. Keep Sweat. Nobody. That's who does that.
Okay, with the transition out of that. Collier with the, I don't even know what you call that move.
Hey, listen.
Reverse worm.
Whatever you want to call it, he better get back up and get into the players. We see the big fella lofting, spinning, but losing the rock. Great pass by Miller. Great pass. Excellent pass. That's what you got to do in transition. You got to move that rock, force the defender to chase the ball.
Foul is called on Diabate. He was holding on Kenny Lofton Jr. Largest lead of the game for the Clippers, 59-51. Lofton Jr. trying to dip his shoulder. Up fake, 2 up fakes. No good off the glass.
Everything but the finish. He carved out the space, but then blew the bunny inside.
Miller muscling it up. Gets the foul. Basket didn't fall, but he'll get to the free throw line.
Like I said, this guy catches the basketball, he's looking to go at all times. Confidence is sky high.
Jordan Miller at the free throw line. He'll get 2 attempts here. First one is good. See tomorrow's stars play here. NBA 2K25 Summer League runs through July 22nd here in Las Vegas. Get your tickets now at NBAevents.com. Jordan Miller with 12 points now. 4 for 9 from the field. And that's his first missed free throw. 4 for 5 now from the line. Hudgens with the 3, that's no good.
But the ball's going to stay with the Clippers, and a lot of that's just due to Diabate being active on the glass. You saw him get the offensive rebound last time, and this time he just forces another ball to go out of bounds, and this time the Clippers will keep retaining possession.
Ten on the shot clock. Nice drop. Bailey with the bounce pass inside. That was beautiful.
I don't know how you lose Miller on the weak side of the defense. If there's one guy in Summer League I'm not going to lose track of right now, it's Jordan Miller. If you're averaging 27 points per game in the Summer League, we need to know where you are at all times.
Williams to Lofton. He's got 2 on him. Almost found a cutting teammate. Turnover, though. Clippers out and running again.
The Clippers have totally taken over this game. They have taken over this game, and they're just a team that's playing the smartest and the hardest.
Clippers up 64-51.
Look where they're at defensively. Utah's starting to run their plays out at the logo.
Clippers very aggressive defensively. Lofton seeing 2 defenders. 4 seconds on the shot clock.
I mean, just look at this possession.
Had to shoot it.
I mean, the Clippers just totally have taken Utah out of everything they want to run right now.
Dante Jones on the sidelines like a proud papa. One-legged fadeaway, no good. Williams all the way to the cup.
That's how you get back in the game. That's how you get back into it. Just want to turn the momentum of a game, keep making plays like that.
Clippers trying to make a play of their own. Amari Bailey with the attempt. Clippers up by 11.
Clippers sharing is caring as we see Jordan Miller getting it done right here. And then in transition, we see that 27-point per game average that he's had out here in Summer League. And then on the flip side, if we're not talking about the offense, you got to talk about the Clippers defense. That is what's really turned things around for them. Active, forcing turnovers, everybody connected, just playing some great basketball in that end.
Clippers out rebounding the Jazz 30-22, and the Jazz has the size advantage. What does that tell you?
I mean, that just tells you they're wanting it more. I mean, you look at the Clippers winning this game right now. They're only 4 of 17 from 3.
Uh-oh. That looked awkward. Hopefully he's okay. Naismith with the attack. Josh Bannon called for the foul.
And if you're Utah, you just got to settle down. This is a danger. You're down 13, 2 minutes left in the third. You don't want this 13-point lead to turn into a 18, 19, 20-point lead heading into the fourth. So you want to cut that lead down a little bit. Ooh, that play did look really scary. But you want to make sure you have quality possessions. Even if you don't knock down the shot, you want to make sure you get a quality possession so it doesn't lead to a transition bucket the other way.
All right. Jazz trying to pick up full court, returning the favor. Clippers did that to them a lot in the first half.
Yeah, just trying to turn the tempo of this game around a little bit.
Bailey attacks, no good. Kenny Lofton Jr. with a good box out, letting his teammate get the rebound.
Utah got numbers, they got to go. We got a technical foul on Bailey? Yes, I think we do. Mari Bailey thinking he got fouled on the last shot. Must have said one of those
trigger words.
One of those trigger words that you're not allowed to say. And we're not allowed to say them either.
Naismith going to get the ball for the inbounds play.
And Utah's back in the zone. I'm not Utah, I mean the Clippers are back in the zone. And if Utah keeps taking shots like that, they'll stay.
That's right. That's right.
That's what you want to do. Use that zone to throw the other team's rhythm off. And if you get them to take a shot like that, you come right back with them.
Turnover. Look at this transition bucket.
Oh. That's the way you get up after an and one right there.
We've seen some dramatic finishes here.
But I really like the transition. Look at the defense right here. One pass, then get it right back. That's what I mean by give it up to get it back.
Right.
Sometimes in Summer League, you'll see guys holding on to the ball way too long. But look at how he gets up, though.
Ab work.
What are we calling that right there?
I don't know. What is that called? A snapback?
A what? Excuse me? You call it a snapback? Steph, what you on right now, man? Excuse me.
Do you have a better way to describe it, Brendan?
I don't know.
Dennis is falling out over there. Dennis, do you have a better way to describe it?
Steph, I was trying to save you, but I'm lost for words right now, Steph. You even caught me off guard with that one.
Man, I thought you were going to come with like a half somersault or something. You said you called it a snapback. Hit him with the snapback.
Hit him with the snapback again.
Okay. All right.
We'll go with it. Maybe somebody will have a suggestion for us. Let's look at it again. Maybe you guys can help me here.
Yeah, I'm like I said, like normally you wait for your teammates to come up, but he just just sprung off the ground. I'll say he sprung up.
He sprung up.
Sprung up. Dennis, what do you think?
I don't know. I think snapback might be better than just sprung up.
Thank you.
Let's put it like this, B-Wood. We're too old. We can't do it. We need need some help to get up.
Man, hey, man. If you see me down on the ground, I need two people to come extend their hand and help pull me up. My snapback don't look like that.
Oh, my goodness. Timeout called by Dante Jones.
And we'll be snapping back right after this break.
66-59. Taylor Hendricks on the free throw line for the Jazz. Played 40 games for the Jazz this past season. Started 23 of them.
And I think for Taylor Hendricks, it's important for him to figure out, how do I get consistent minutes? What do I do well in this league?
Yeah.
You know, with a lot of young guys, you come into the league and you just think, hey, I'm here now. I just want to try to do everything. But if you're not a star player, you need to focus, what do I do well?
Yep.
And hone in on that and let that be your calling card for why you play.
Right, perfect that.
Yes.
I think that's great advice.
Oh.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Yeah. There's plenty of times to use the glass, but not from the corner.
Kinsey put the ball on the floor, but had it tapped away. Harkless, defensively, hands everywhere.
Yes, active hands.
8-0 run for the Jazz. 5-point game, just under 50 seconds left in this third quarter. Asmus with the ball, he's going all the way, high off the glass. No, it didn't work, didn't even make the glass.
Yeah, it was just high, no glass. Oh! And that is how you attack the basket right there, Amari Bailey.
They met at the Summit, and I like the sportsmanship.
If you're Bailey and you understand you're going up against a big, you got to try and throw it down. And if you're a big fella, there's no easy ones. I like it. That's summer league competitiveness.
Bailey steps to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You were talking about him earlier, you know, thinking that he would stick with the Charlotte Hornets, and I would agree with you. He played only 10 games with them, but he did play 36 games with their G League affiliate with the Swarm.
Like I said, at UCLA, you only played 1 year there, but you see the talent.
Yep.
And so you just figured, hey, man, he gets to the league, and rookie year didn't go quite as planned, but you just figured he would start to add on and develop. But for some reason, he didn't stick with Charlotte. But he does have something to offer this league.
He's averaging 18 points in the G League.
Yes. Just really does a great job of getting to the basket. That's what he does well.
20 seconds left.
Let's see what we got here. Little two-man game.
Deflection, but he got it back, did Kobe Brown. Then he found a teammate. Bucket is good by Terry Taylor. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Kinsley tries to get it off. He does, but it's no good. We have a 6-point game. Clippers up 70-64 over the Jazz. That's the end of the third quarter. 1 period remaining. Let's take a quick review as we send you to break.
And we see Isaiah Collier's been doing what he wants to, getting downhill. And when we talk about scoring, we talk about Jordan Miller. Those two guys have been offense.
They slowed us down a little bit, but I mean, as we get rebounds, we just pushing it, making them run, and you know, just not letting them get back. So I mean, we got a lot of transition points. We climb back in the game. We just gotta get stops on the other end, and you know, no second chance points for them.
Last one for you. How big is that unit right there to get those stops to get back in the ball game?
I mean, it was definitely important to get that stop. I mean, we down what, 6 now? So I mean, looking forward to getting back in the game. Hopefully, winning this thing.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Dennis. We had the 2-box going. Kobe Brown made the bucket and the free throw, so he's got 12 now. Increased the Clippers lead, 73-64.
I'll tell you what, man, if I'm somebody on the Clippers coaching staff, I'm looking at Kobe Brown and the way he's playing and thinking to myself, hey, man, we might have some minutes for this guy
Right?
this year.
Two on the shot clock. Dennis has got to let it go. He gets it off in time, but the bucket is no good. Asmus loses it.
I think he was fouled first.
I would agree. Did you see the one-handed rebound by Baycott?
Yeah.
And then he brings the ball up.
Like I said,
You like that?
yeah, I love it. You know I love when my UNC guys do anything.
I know, I just set you up for that. Because I'm a good friend.
And that's what good friends do.
Asmus knocks down the first free throw. Just under 9 minutes to go. Jazz trying to cut into this lead, and that second made free throw helps the cause.
And now we see that Utah full court pressure. Oh.
Brown with the crossover.
Oh, wow.
And the lefty finish.
Soul snatching. Snatching souls.
Woo. Kobe Brown with the explosiveness.
Man, you see Kobe Brown right here. He sees that. Oh, Hey, watch out, Filipowski. Ain't nothing over there. And then goes out there and finishes strong against Bacot. Look, we're going to see it again. Call that the body snatcher.
Hey, that was impressive.
Yes.
2 bigs.
Yes, indeed.
Lefty, no problem.
2 for the price of 1.
And makes the free throw. That makes it worse.
Like I said, I like Kobe Brown. Like, I think that there's a clear opportunity for him to play next year for the Clippers, and it's because he's a big man that is so skilled. He can put it on the ground, strong inside, can make plays. We see Filipowski knocking down the jumper. Brown's feeling good. He likes this matchup.
Look at that again. Tried the spin move. Did Filipowski get a piece of that at the end?
I'm not sure, but Utah got numbers. They need a score right here.
Jazz keeps the possession. Naismith to the bench. Collier in.
And you see right here, Filipowski might have got a piece of it. Not quite sure.
I think he just missed it. It looked good, though.
Good defense by Filipowski.
Either way, right.
Yeah.
Contest was there. Collier using the ball screen. Got the switch, 3 seconds left. He takes it to the cup, and it's good.
And he has been doing that all game long. If I'm the Clippers, in a pick and roll situation, I'm going to go 2-man remove, which means I'm going under the screen on Collier, and I'm going to see if he can knock down some jumpers. Because when they've switched and they've opened the gate and left the opportunity for him to get to the lane, he has done that every single time.
That's a great point, because that's what we've been talking about all game, is that he has that.
Yes.
He has the off the dribble, getting to the paint, getting to the cup. It's the jump shot that he's still working on. And to your point, Brendan, he's 0 for 2 from behind the arc.
Like I said, if I'm Dante Jones, I'm telling my guys, listen, on Collier, we're going underneath the screen. We'll live and die with the results. He's going to have to shoot us out of this coverage. .803 to go. Clippers up by 5. Collier says, no thanks, Bacot. I want this screen. And that matchup. You see Harkless yelling, no. So you might be scoring on everybody else, but not me. Collier just nods his way like, okay, I'll catch you next time.
Dennis with the runner. That's no good. Filipowski with the one-handed rebound. How high up they are. Williams with the spin move.
Look at the defense again by Harkless. It doesn't matter who he's on, whether he's on Collier or Williams.
Kobe Brown on attack mode.
Yes. Brown is just an inherently natural, aggressive basketball player by nature. When he gets the ball, he is always trying to make something happen, whether that's making a play for himself or getting downhill and creating a pass for one of his teammates, but he wants to press the action. You have to be on high alert when he gets the ball.
His time in the SEC can attest to that. He was first team All-SEC by unanimous decision.
Yeah. And right now, man, he is taking Kyle Filipowski to school. That's the 3rd bucket that he scored on him this quarter.
6'7" forward.
You see right here, swipe through, challenge the feet, get into his chest, and one.
You can see Filipowski, they have him down at 6'11". So you're talking about a 4-inch differential, and Brown is handling it.
Well, it's because Brown is getting him out of space and challenging the foot speed. We saw the crossover. We saw the swipe through right there, and even the one play they had out of the timeout where it's basically an elbow clear out ISO for Brown against Filipowski. They see a matchup they like. They don't think Filipowski can guard Brown, and I tend to agree right now.
So far, so good
Yeah, well,
for Brown.
yes, indeed. Not for Filipowski.
No.
I have a sense about it. Oh, he's starting to get a little chippy.
I like it.
There you
Collier
go.
with the ball. Finds Hendricks. Well, Baycott.
Baycott with the strong jam, catching it off the rim. Nobody boxed out on the weak side. Nobody home. Baycott answered the call.
Baycott had 5 seasons at Carolina. Undrafted 2024.
You see right here, 2 guys go to Hendricks, and Baycott just takes up that space, catching it off the rim.
6'11" center, and that's what we were talking about, how the Jazz has the size advantage.
Yes. They're out there with 2 6'11" guys out there. And Hendricks looks like he's about 6'10" himself.
Yeah, it's a good call. But clearly the Clippers had a plan. I mean, they saw what we saw when we were doing our game prep.
I mean, if you're for the Clippers, it's about being aggressive.
Yep.
It's about spacing some of these guys out, taking advantage of your mismatches.
Picking up full court.
Yeah. And now we're back to that matchup, Harkless versus Collier. And another turnover. Oh, another turnover. This is the second time. That pressure in the backcourt, Collier does not like it.
And look at Harkless talking to the Utah bench.
Well, and you see right here, when you have a guy that likes to get downhill, what you want to do is get into his chest because he can't get downhill. He can't get that engine moving and motoring if you beat him before that. Now we got the three-point bucket.
Wow. Now the game's starting to open up. 10-point lead for the Clippers. Utah wants a timeout. Whew, Harkless, game changer.
You see him talking to the bench.
Whew, fiery.
Yes, indeed, and that is how you ignite your squad. Harkless has really been a spark plug. Kobe Brown also. He's been playing strong.
I just love Dante Jones. They got called for the foul. He said, so what?
Hey, man.
Keep with it.
That's how Dante plays. So what? Because he used to hack a lot. For real, he really did. Dante's a good guy, but man, he used to foul a lot.
I love it.
He is staying right on brand.
Oh, look at that switch.
Look at like I
So
said,
high up.
look how aggressive the Clippers are defensively.
All right, good job by Baycott.
Baycott carving out some space in down low. If the team's going to be aggressive like that, slide underneath on the backside and see what you can get.
Christie pulls up. Oh, it's good.
Excellent setup, excellent out of timeout play. And Christie reading the defense right there, forcing the pump fake, stepping right behind it, getting the jumper.
Cam Christie's getting hot. That's 2-0 for him. Gets the friendly roll there by A. Smith. Last quarter of action. Who is going to pull away? Oh my goodness, Diabate.
Tough take by Diabate. I didn't know where he was going with that one, but man, threw it right off the glass.
Musa Diabate put it on the floor and nice off the glass. Baycott looking for a friendly face, finds Kinsey. Oh, he gets his own rebound. Not good, though. Clippers will often run it.
Hello.
Wow.
Great pass by Kobe Brown. Incredible finish by Diabate. And there's Harkless, those active
Again.
hands. I mean, just took it from Cody Williams.
I mean,
3D, you got the number for Crime Stoppers? 3D, you got the number for Crime Stoppers? That's it.
it's busy.
I mean, as we see Diabate right there get bumped, probably should have been an and one and end up scoring it. But for me, the story of the fourth quarter has just been the activity of Harkless from a defensive standpoint and how it's energized his team to go along with Kobe Brown.
First bucket is good. Summer League action continues tomorrow in Las Vegas, right here on NBA TV, also on ESPN and ESPN the app. 4:30 ESPNU has Mavericks Celtics. At 7, ESPN has Knicks Pistons. 8:30 Sixers Spurs, right here on NBA TV. And the nightcap, Trailblazers Hornets, 11 o'clock all times Eastern. Harkless has put on a masterclass for defense.
Yeah.
He's picked up full court, he's cut the driver, he's contested shots.
Everything you want defensively, whether it's on-ball pressure, weak side help, doesn't matter. He's giving you whatever you need.
Nice take by Collier. Clippers still with a double-digit lead, though, 80-91, just under 4 minutes to go. Can the Jazz close it? Brown with the rebound.
Hello.
Puts it on the floor and finishes.
That's Brown with it. That's 11 points in the fourth quarter alone for Kobe Brown.
My goodness.
After 3 quarters, only had 9 points, has 11 already in this quarter. Jordan Miller misses it. Kobe Brown on the weak side and knows how to get it done. That's what you got to do, man. You got to be aggressive. Sometimes you got to be, some guys, they wait for the rebound to come to them, and some guys, they attack the ball. Kobe Brown, he's one of those guys, he's always in attack mode.
$20 points for Kobe Brown.
Look at the stat line, 20 points, efficient, 7 of 14. And then the 6 assists stand out as well.
Nice, well-rounded game. Harkless makes the free throw. He's got 12 now. 6 for 8 from the free throw line is Harkless. Also has 3 rebounds. $13 for Harkless.
Look at this right here. Utah's up, the Clippers up 15. They're still picking up full court.
Isaiah Collier still attacking.
I like the mindset. Right now the game's getting away from him, but you still have to do what you do. You still have to go out there and be aggressive.
15-point game. Just under 3:30 to go. This might be the moment. They have to make a move.
Yeah, it's 3:29, so you got to knock down these free throws, and then you got to start picking up full court yourself and start trying to get turnovers and threes and things of that nature. Time is not your friend. It's not on your side, so you got to pick up the tempo.
Clippers, remember, are trying to get one of those top 4 finishes.
Missed them both. But we got a jump ball.
NBA Summer League here in Las Vegas, only the top 4 teams go to the playoffs.
So what's the deciding factor? The Clippers, because if the Clippers are undefeated and there's another team that's undefeated, what do they go by?
Yes, they have tiebreakers because right now there are 5 teams that have not lost. So they go through a series of tiebreakers, first one being head-to-head.
Well, they're all undefeated, so they can't use head-to-head.
Well, yes. Well, yeah, you're right. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Well, that might be one of the criteria, but it won't be they won't use it in this case. In this case. What do you go with, like total points scored, points against?
We have a graphic for that.
Hopefully we can figure it out. And now for the Clippers, it's just about getting quality shots. You're up 12, 3 minutes to play. You don't want any turnovers, no rush shots. Make sure you take a little bit of time off that shot clock every time. And when you talk about quality shots, get the ball to Jordan Miller. He'll get you one.
3-point attempt is no good, but Williams there for the offensive putback.
Rushed it. Oh,
Oh my goodness, Miller.
excuse me.
Spin move, left lay finish.
You know what they say, you reach, I teach. Collier reaching with his hand in the cookie jar, and there was nothing over there for him.
A lot of dribbling here
Yeah.
by Isaiah Collier. Fadeaways knocked away.
That's the part of the game has to improve. When you don't get that layup, when you don't get down here, what do you have? What does your mid-range jumper look like? What's your floater look like? Those are the little things that Collier's going to have to pick up on if he's going to be able to crack that Utah lineup this year.
And then I fear this last one.
A random drawing?
I would be so scared.
Okay. Never know. Never know how that can go. I don't like the randomness.
I don't like that either.
I don't like the randomness.
No. So, yeah, you hope it doesn't go there. And then if more than 2 teams are tied, you go to point differential, total points, random drawing again. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. But we brought that up because the Clippers are 3-0. So if they win
it looks
this
like
one,
looks like they're about to be 4-0. Unless something magical happens these last 2 minutes, it looks like they're headed to 4-0.
so then they will be calculating with their calculators to see if they're in or not.
Good block by Hendricks.
Oh, I heard some skin.
Yeah.
First block was good. Yeah.
Great block by Hendricks. Diabate stuck with it. Next time was able to draw the foul. Great patience inside by Diabate.
This game was back and forth for a while.
I mean, early on,
But-
Utah had complete control.
Yes.
You know, Clippers came out a little bit slow, couldn't make any shots. Still haven't been able to shoot the 3 well. Only 5 of 19 from 3. But man, they used the defense of Harkless to really jumpstart him, and they have not looked back since.
It was a game changer.
Yes.
Completely changed the tempo. Got the Jazz out of everything they wanted to do.
Just gave him a spark.
Naismith's bringing the ball up.
Utah's trying to set things up on their offense, but they don't have time for that. They got to get quick shots up and in a hurry.
Just about to say that. It's turnover time.
That's the last thing they needed was a turnover.
Harkless, no surprise there, finds Diabate. They will retain possession.
And right now, if you're the Clippers, just get this thing in bounds, take some time off that clock and try to get a good one.
15-point game. Now, here's the situation why the tiebreakers are relevant, Brendan, because sometimes you see coaches kind of lay down, they're winning, they don't want to be disrespectful, but in this instance, point differential is your friend. You need to run the score up.
Okay, yeah, so you get to run it up on them. If you're going to run the score up, the good guy to get the ball to is Kobe Brown, because he's been absolutely unguardable in the 4th quarter. He's got that Filipowski matchup again, and he has been eating food.
He goes to the cup. Kobe Brown has 20 points on 7 for 14 shooting. He's made 6 of his 8 free throws, has 6 assists, 3 rebounds.
So he basically just done a little bit of
Everything.
A little bit of everything.
And actually, I'm surprised he only has 3 rebounds. I feel like
Yeah, you know,
he was doing some damage in the paint.
I need my big fella to hit the glass a little bit more. Just a little bit. You know, make that stat sheet look, you know, a little bit more full.
I don't like that.
You know.
More robust.
Yeah, nothing crazy. You know, just give me about 7, 8 of those things.
Free throw's good. 22 for Kobe Brown. I'd say that's an excellent outing for 27 minutes of play.
Incredible. And like I said, he's been driving the gaps well. Hendricks with a wild one right there. Making plays, take advantage of his ISO situations. Kobe Brown, big time in this 4th quarter for the Clippers.
One minute left. Bailey attacking, drops it off to Diabate, who can't convert. Filipowski pulls the trigger from deep and knocks it down.
He has that in his game. Offensively, there's not much that he can't do. He just has to learn how to use it all.
Blocking call.
See Bailey going to the basket.
I'm not sure. What do you think?
With 35 seconds left in the game, I might have just
Let that go.
Hey, I might let it play off.
Bailey misses his first free throw attempt. Well, now you're just playing for point differential at this point if you're the Clippers.
Yeah, if you're the Clippers, you need all these points. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to play down the stretch, though, knowing that point differential matter. Are they going to just dribble out the clock, or are they going to try and score it?
There they go.
And Dante Jones was pointing down the court like, yo,
That's
for the bucket.
Because we just showed.
Yeah, normally in that type of situation, you wouldn't do it, but Dante Jones understood the assignment, telling his team, no, push the tempo. We need another bucket.
That's right, because if there is a tie with with 5 teams for 4 spots, every one of these points is going to help their case to get in.
And we know for sure one thing, Stephanie, it won't go down the head-to-head.
That we know. Clippers win it 105-88 over the Jazz. Clippers remain undefeated in Summer League. They are vying for a position in the playoffs. 4 teams will make it to the semifinals. Kobe Brown was spectacular.